The United Nations Security Council called for a ceasefire in Sudan to coincide with the Muslim holy month of Ramadan as conditions in the country continue to deteriorate. 14 countries backed the resolution, proposed by Britain, with only Russia abstaining on the vote that called on all parties to the conflict to seek a sustainable resolution to the conflict through dialogue. Fighting has been raging in Sudan since April 15, 2023, pitting the army of General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan against the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces, RSF, of General Mohammed Hamdan Daglo, the former number 2 in the military establishment. It has left thousands dead and millions displaced. All sides adopt an immediate cessation of hostilities ahead of Ramadan, a time for fasting, prayer and reflection for Muslims worldwide. It also calls on the warring parties to allow unhindered humanitarian access across borders and battle lines. Sudan's ambassador to the UN said Burhan had welcomed the initiative, but questioned how a ceasefire could be enforced should RSF forces continue to attack civilian areas. At a Security Council meeting, UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres called for all parties in Sudan to honor the values of Ramadan by honoring a Ramadan cessation of hostilities. This cessation of hostilities must lead to a definitive silencing of the guns across the country, and set out a firm path towards lasting peace for the Sudanese people, he added. Humanitarian access in Sudan needs to be improved whether or not a ceasefire is declared, UN Aid Chief Martin Griffiths said. He complained that his teams faced quite extraordinary problems of access and called on all sides to come to the table for talks. The conflict has now displaced 8.3 million people, 1.7 million of whom have fled abroad, he added.